Before we start, let's have a look back in time. NZG Models has had a long history of making Mercedes-Benz truck models, and the first one Cranes etc. looked at was this Actros truck mixer in 2008. In 2012 we saw this Actros truck with a Meiller tipper body, and in the same year we also saw this very smart version produced as a tractor unit with a trailer. In 2015 this model of a Mercedes-Benz Antos truck was produced, and in the same year there was this special version of the Iconic, and as you can see this version was a refuse truck. 2015 saw the Mercedes-Benz Arocs introduced, and this was one of NZG's first models of it. These heavy haul tractors were released in 2016, and 2017 saw the first NZG Mercedes-Benz models in the huge scale of 1:18. Also, NZG has produced a whole range of specialist Unimog trucks in 1:50 scale. We are back on the road with a truck model review. As you can see, this one comes in an NZG branded box, and it's a Mercedes-Benz Arocs. It's an 8x4 Meiller tipper truck, and the NZG model number is 1066/50. There's a Mercedes-Benz hologram on the back, so you know it's genuine merchandise, and underneath, as it states, it's engineered by NZG. So that's the box. Let's take it over to the weighbridge, and it weighs in at £1 5 ounces, which turns out to be just over 600 grams. Okay, we don't need to open the box to see what's inside, and that's because obviously it's a windowed box. Now on Cranes etc. we always find it confusing which way to open up this packaging, so in time-honoured fashion we'll do it wrong again and cut the tape at the bottom. And actually it would be much easier for all concerned if we cut the tape at the top. Never mind, why change the bad habits of a lifetime? Out comes the model, and no, it doesn't have a white painted dump body. That's just there to fool us. There's no assembly to do on the model because it's complete out of the box. And if we go to the weighbridge, the model comes in at just over £1. What is 465 grams? With the Arocs having a rest on its back, we have a look at the chassis, and there's some simple detailing of the steering, and we can see the underside of the gearbox. The drive shaft runs to the rear axles, and the rear axles are well detailed, and the exhaust box is nicely modelled in metal. The tyre tread pattern is similar on all wheels. The roof of the cab has got beacon lights and aerial and air horns, and as usual for NZG the roof light is see-through, and to prove that we can put the pointer behind the cab. Looking at the front, and there's a plastic visor, and on this version of the truck the rear view is provided by cameras, not mirrors. There's nice badge detailing and the big Mercedes-Benz logo, and the distinctive Arocs grille is modelled very well. There's a dummy NZG number plate with the model number, and the lights and the underside look really good. Behind the cab there's an excellent looking chromed exhaust, and it has a blackened hole. The detailing on the cab includes some tiny graphics, and there are textured steps leading up to the cab. Detailing of the wheels is very good. The side of the tipper body has the Meiller badge on it, and as you can see the structure is modelled well. It also looks very sleek in the black colour scheme. The tank under the body has got highlighted filler caps. The wheel arch over the rear wheels is metal, and the wheels themselves are very nicely detailed. At the back there are more Meiller graphics including the Meiller logo, and underneath the body the lights have plastic lenses. There's a number plate and a usable towing hitch. With the body raised we can see some more chassis detail, and that includes for the exhaust system. You also get a better view of the tanks and the chassis structure, and you get to see the hydraulic ram. It's also good to see the underside of the tipper body with its accurately modelled structure. The side opening mechanism is modelled but is non-functional. Back we go underneath the truck, and as you can see the rear wheels spin freely, and at the front the steering is linked. The range of movement is good, but maybe not quite as good as the real truck. Out on the cranes etc. superhighway, and the Arocs rolls along really well. And if we push the steering to a lock, then we get a decent curve being traced out. The other functionality that the model offers is the tipping of the tipper body, and it is really smooth. In fact, it's just right, with the ability to hold any pose. Not only that, but you can see that the tailgate was free swinging, and it's not so often that you see that on a model. So in terms of the tipper body functionality, it is spot on. We mentioned the towing hitch before, and it is usable. At least it is if you attach the trailer properly. This is an NZG towed trailer, and the eye in the towing hitch is a tight fit. But if you attach it properly, you can get a functioning towing hitch connection. So with the trailer connected, the next thing to do is to give it a load, and here a small wheeled excavator fits the bill. NZG's tipper truck models are always well made and robust, and they have a very high metal content. This particular Arocs model looks great in a black colour scheme, and the level of detailing gives it an overall very pleasant finish. The functionality of the tipping mechanism is also top rate. So this is a very nice truck model by NZG, which is rated as very good.